What's going on, guys? Yesterday we talked about the endorphins in the brain, some brain chemicals from doing intense exercise, and how people really live to get the mental health benefits from exercise, and how you might have someone that you know, or that you've been around, that like as soon as they go and exercise, that they become like a totally different person. They're much happier, much less stressed, just a much more even keel mood. And we talked about how that was kind of the endorphins that are provided by the workout or by exercising, and what it does to the body, how it's similar to cannabis and the kind of like the be happy chemical in the brain. Today we're talking about this little chemical called dopamine, and does exercising actually make you happier? Does it, or is it all in your head, or is it only for people that like exercise, or what it is? So your brain has this reward center, right? And in that reward center, there's lots of chemicals going around, lots of neurons and things. And dopamine is a little chemical that that is boosted. It's been proven to be boosted by exercise, right? So when we say exercising is good for your mental health, it's good for your brain, it's good for happiness. It is super close to the reward center of the brain. So dopamine and the reward center of the brain are directly linked. So when you boost your dopamine level by working out or some other thing, it's basically the same thing as like when you are like anticipating something you really like. So if you're going to go watch your favorite TV show, or if you're going to go do your favorite activity, or if you've been thinking about pizza all day and then you go and get it, that reward center of the brain, like when you're thinking about that, just like the thought of thinking about it and then the action of going and doing it, it's going to boost dopamine in your brain, which is going to help you feel rewarded. It's going to help you feel happiness. It's going to help you absorb joy, right? In substance abuse kind of patients and things that have been shown to have the substance abuse decreases the level of dopamine, which is why maybe if you're feeling depressed or anxious or unhappy or sad, it could be that you have these lower levels of dopamine, which, like we said, is directly linked to the reward center in the brain. So the fact that exercise has been proven to increase dopamine is why it's so important for your mental health, right? It doesn't matter if you love to exercise, you live for the exercise, but if you're sad, depressed, unhappy, maybe coming from a background of substance abuse, maybe just, in a rut physically, emotionally, whatever, exercise a couple times a week, 3-4 times a week will boost up that dopamine level, which is going to engage the reward center in your brain. There's studies that have shown that as you age, you lose about 13% every 10 years. You'll lose 13% of your dopamine receptors. However, this can be fought, and it can be, kind of pushed off down the line by doing things like actively doing intense exercise, similar to CrossFit, going to the gym, getting your heart rate up, whatever it is. You can push away the loss of dopamine receptors, which means you can push away that kind of sadness, depression, and all of that by going out, exercising, boosting the dopamine receptors in your brain, getting all the positivity coming in. It's not just in your head. It is literally chemistry of your brain. You can kind of fight all these bad things we're talking about, especially here in everybody's favorite year, 2020. People are sad. People are isolated. They're not getting that social interaction, which also boosts chemicals in the brain of happiness and feelings of belonging. So, whether it's in a gym, out of a gym, at your house, somewhere else, make sure you're getting that workout in. That way you're boosting your dopamine levels. Your reward centers are getting fired off. They're getting boosted. They're allowing you to receive joy. They're allowing you to receive happiness. So it's not just physical benefit you're going to get from the workout 4 or 5 days a week. It's also the mental benefit that you're going to get. And it's going to translate to other aspects and areas of your life. You're going to be much more happy, or you're going to be better to be around with your family and your friends. You're going to actually want to go. You're going to be happier. You're going to be more involved in social situations that, used to make you happy or still do make you happy, whatever, right? So that's the second mental health benefit of exercise, that dopamine boost that's going to encourage your reward center in the brain and it's going to actually increase the amount of dopamine receptors you have in your brain by working out. So it's, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock here. Make sure to get out, get a good sweat in, get a good workout in. We got a great one for you today if you're coming to Die Hard. If not, do something in your garage, do something at your gym, at your house. Get out there and get that mental health on. See you guys tomorrow.